What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're going to jump in with a bunch of Destiny 2 stuff, as well as some news to round up. So we have some information from this week at Bungie. Bungie talk about the Festival of the Lost, some of the rewards, as well as some known issues and fixes coming to the game. We get a few teasers towards upcoming content, and we have some new potential leaks about the Black Armory expansion, some hidden rewards in Festival of the Lost, the Veteran Bundle coming to the game soon. We've got a bunch of other Destiny stuff to round up, and I've got something pretty cool to share with you guys. It's a little bit different in just a moment's time, so let's jump straight into it. First up, we have this week at Bungie. Of course, Festival is now live in the game, so they talk about the trailer. They say Festival isn't the only reason to visit the tower. Saladin is currently overseeing the Iron Banner. Valor gains are increased in the Crucible, and the Dreaming City has been overrun with Taken. So of course, there's a lot of content to jump into this week. And Bungie show us a cool little video right here of someone putting together some of the new papercraft masks that you can get for Festival of the Lost. They do speak about the Rockstar Energy competition that's going on. Something to point out first is you can get an exclusive emblem just for signing up for this event. So if you like the look of that one, you can check out the links in Bungie's blog post. But of course, there are opportunities to win a bunch of other really cool stuff, and there are new competitions beginning weekly with fresh leaderboards. So if you haven't jumped in so far, you still have the opportunity to win on some of the new competitions. Definitely worth checking out if you're interested. Bungie give us some new details about Festival Bounties though. Of course, Amanda Holiday has these bounties and they refresh daily, but Bungie say that happens at around about 5 PM PDT instead of at the normal daily reset, so that's around 7 hours later. If you've seen those changing at some unusual times, that'll be why. They do have more information about Haunted Forest and accessing the content, but there are some known issues, some of these coming in this week's update 2.04. They say opaque scopes when aiming down sights. They're investigating a fix for an issue causing some scopes to display as opaque when aiming down sights, and that includes the Soros regime. There's an issue affecting the Polaris Lance exotic perk, so the Perfect Fifth exotic perk is no longer triggering correctly. That also affects the ability to make progress on the exotic catalyst. Of course, there are the incorrect loading scenes on Titan, and Bungie say some folks may be incorrectly seeing a loading screen for the Dreadnought. This is a leftover and is not part of future content. Of course, we did see Dreadnought on the roadmap for upcoming content in Destiny 2, alongside Saturn immediately after what we see in the Reef, so maybe we will go back there, but Bungie certainly don't want to tease us about that right now. There is an issue with the 1000 voices though, and Cosmo confirmed this. So someone said, can you please comment on the 1000 voices doing half the damage of PC due to frame rate, a la Chaos Reach? And Cosmo says it's an issue we're aware of and investigating. So the damage of 1000 voices is being impacted by frame rate problems on consoles, something that Bungie are looking to fix, and it's something we've seen with other abilities and damage outputs in the game. Here's an interesting shout though in terms of hidden content in Festival of the Lost. There is a new exotic emote that hasn't been dropped just yet, so it could well come from a bundle, but it's called the Prankster Dance. And as you can see from the icon, it looks like it's going to be the dance that Pennywise does in the new version of It. Don't know whether you guys have seen that, but obviously it's pretty fitting for a Halloween event. So we can expect that one to come up soon. We do have some more interesting Destiny 2 content stuff to talk about, but first I've got something pretty awesome to share with you guys. So Netgear kindly sent me the XR500 Nighthawk gaming router, and this is one of a range of Netgear products designed specifically for gamers. As you can see, the hardware here is pretty top notch. You've got a really sleek design, but this thing is packed with 5 gigabit Ethernet ports, one of which is for your internet connection, dual band Wi-Fi up to 2.6 gigabits per second, and a 1.7 gigahertz dual core processor to handle your data at maximum performance. So in short, this is one souped up router, but that is just the beginning. On board, you'll find a Duma OS. This is the software portion of the Nighthawk XR500, and here you're able to take advanced control of a bunch of settings such as the geofilter, bandwidth allocation, and devices on your network, just to name a few. So first up, the geofilter enables you to set a distance radius for players and servers you're going to connect to. You set a home location first, and then you can set the furthest distance of any player and server you wish to connect with in multiplayer games. The geofilter shows you the location of the host and the players in your server, and you can actually use it to block hosts who are too far away, as this is one of the leading causes of bad connections and lag. So obviously, if competitive gaming and finding good, healthy host connections in multiplayer titles is your focus, then this feature is going to be very useful. There are even more features though. So next we have the bandwidth allocation, and this is going to be huge for any folks sharing internet with family members or friends. So whenever you have multiple devices connected to your Wi-Fi, Duma OS TOS will allow you to designate bandwidth to specific devices connected to the Nighthawk XR500. Here I have my desktop PC and then my laptop, as well as my Xbox on the Wi-Fi, and as you can see, I can drag the sliders to allocate a percentage of my overall connection to specific devices. So if you're downloading content or want a stable connection for gaming, you can set your devices as the priority and basically take back your internet from your sister's annoying boyfriend or whoever else it is that likes to hog the internet. No matter how many devices are connected, you'll always have the priority where you need it. And that is just a brief overview of the Nighthawk XR500 and some of its top features. I've been using this for a few days, and I've got to say it's a pretty impressive router, clearly designed for gamers who want professional networking features, specially crafted for gaming. Thanks a bunch to Netgear for sending this over, and if you guys are interested, I recommend that you check out the Nighthawk range of routers, which is linked in the description box below. Now though, let's get back to some of the Destiny content. Bungie have been dropping teases about the Thunderlord right here. So of course we knew that Thunderlord was going to be coming into the game. We've learned about a new quest for it. We've seen icons for it, as well as new exotic ornaments that'll arrive when it becomes obtainable. But there are even a couple of other teases to this. So at the end of the festival trailer, when they show the text about the hidden quest coming up in the game, of course you have the howl in the background alongside this raging thunder. So they're actually teasing us to Thunderlord right there by the looks of it. Even Cosmo tweeted F5 for This Week at Bungie. And you see he's got that cool image of Terry Crews with an LMG right there. And DMG responded, I get it. So Thunderlord is right under our noses at this point. If you want to check out more details about that, you can check out some of my previous videos. But Anon the 9, the famous Destiny leaker right now, had some more stuff to say about the Black Armory. So of course, Anon the 9 correctly leaked that Thunderlord would be returning in Festival of the Lost, and this was about 4 weeks ago. And they'd also gotten a bunch of leaks about Forsaken correct in the past. They leaked new supers, new locations in the game that we'd see in Forsaken, but this was a good while before the DLC was revealed. So the source here is obviously pretty credible, and Anon the 9 has teased on Reddit that there are going to be 2 new locations in the European Dead Zone that feature as part of the Black Armory. So Bungie had previously spoken about bubble locations, basically expanding on existing locations to offer new areas for quests, missions, and all that stuff. And according to Anon the 9, we're going to see a couple of locations in the European Dead Zone. Recently though, they've added that the raid lair is in the old city, and then they later said in another comment, raid lair in the city, as well as the Forge, and Forges of the Chain is a new horde mode that will come in Black Armory. Anon the 9 said the better your performance in this mode, the better the loot is going to be. So that's pretty interesting. And to a small degree, you've kind of got a taste of that with Haunted Forest. The further you go, the more rewards you get, or the more currency you get. So obviously that's a very, very, very basic version of the same thing. But they do say raid lair in the city, the last word in Black Armory, and the EDZ expanded. On the subject of the European Dead Zone being expanded, there is a pretty interesting image that can be found in the database. So Bungie have these small kind of images showing different areas, and they're generally used in the API. So if a daily mission came up and you could see it on the Destiny companion app or something, that would be the image that you'd see. There's an image right here of an area that we've never actually been to in the game. And you can see you've got this huge Cabal ship, and then you've got what looks like a mountain that's actually being kind of cut away. So you've got this valley with these really steep kind of cliff faces going up, and obviously this is a render of an area in the game, but it's one that we've never actually seen. If I had to hazard a guess, especially with the Cabal vehicles there, I would bet that this is in the European Dead Zone next to the Cabal base. When you look from a distance, you can see a huge kind of valley cut out into the rock inside of this mountain, and I believe that that is the area we're seeing a close-up image of right here. Like I said, it's an area never been used in the game, but the image of it is available in the database. Maybe this could be part of the new bubble location in European Dead Zone. In terms of when we'll actually get more info about Black Armory though, when Bungie revealed that there would not be a prestige raid lair for Last Wish, this was about 3 or 4 weeks ago, they said, if you're holding an annual pass, look for more about the next raid lair we're creating for a raider such as yourself real soon. And they say first though, there are other events to observe. So they were teasing that they're actually going to reveal new information about Black Armory very shortly. But they even say first we have other things to observe, which of course is Festival of the Lost. This ends on November 6th, and at that point, we're going to be about a month away from Black Armory, so I would absolutely expect a reveal either in that week or in the week following. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about that down below. In terms of the weapon stuff, supposedly Last Word as well as Icebreaker are coming back in the Black Armory. Anon the 9 also said Thorn would be available in the Joker's Wild expansion, All of this sounds pretty plausible, and of course once again, Anon the 9 has been correct on a lot of Destiny leaks. Moving away from that though, I've had a lot of questions about the Veteran Bundle coming to Destiny 2. So of course there are a couple of exclusive emotes, a shadeout and an emblem, and Bungie revealed this in their blog post last week while speaking about the update coming this week. So it created a bit of confusion, but essentially veterans who played Forsaken before October 16th will receive the Veteran Bundle, slated to be delivered in early December, and for more information please refer to the October 11th blog post. So we're going to have to wait a little bit for that unfortunately until early December, but early December also correlates with the likely release time for the Black Armory expansion, probably in the first week, and it looks like that bundle will actually launch when the expansion does. In terms of other Bungie roundups, if you're a musician or a fan of Destiny's music especially, there is now printed sheet music live on the Bungie store, and these come with really gorgeous kind of artworks as well, as you can see. So if that's of interest to you, you can definitely check it out in the Bungie store. Also remember on October 30th, when the quest to hunt the Thunderlord, or what we believe to be Thunderlord, we know that we'll be hunting the killers of Master Ives. Like I said, that'll begin on October 30th. And there will be another update to the game, and this will be where we see changes to the ammo economy, especially for things like the Sleeper Simulant, which of course has seen an aim assist nerf already, so the rest of that update will arrive on the 30th, and we'll see a buff to sword damage, as well as fusion rifle damage and the Malfeasance exotic, fixes to the drop rates of exotics and duplicates, and an increase in the drop rate for Nightfall unique rewards. So that's going to be a pretty good update, not too long now until we get it. For now though guys, that is going to summarize today's video. Let me know your thoughts about any of this stuff down below. Be sure to check out the Netgear Nighthawk router lineup if that sounds interesting to you guys. Once again, that link is in the description. But if you have enjoyed the rest of the video guys, a like is very much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe if you want to see more Destiny content. For now though, I appreciate you dropping by, and whatever you get up to, I hope you have an awesome day.